Good evening, doctor. We are from Group 11. Today we are going to present about our statistic project, which is dissolution of sugar in water. So first we introduce ourselves. My name is Sio Yen Jin, matrix number 192145.
My name is Iffah Umairah binti Zulmajdi, matric number 193766.
My name is Mohammad Khairani bin Mohammad Ariffin. My matric number is 193550.
My name is Ammar Bazarah. My matric number is 186455. And first, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the abstract of this topic. First, we run this experiment to measure the time taken for different mass of sugar and different type of sugar also to dissolve in constant volume of water. And also, if the mass of sugar increases, the time taken for it to dissolve, it's going to increase also. And we noticed that the icing sugar dissolves faster than the chorus sugar. For our variables, we have responding variables, which is the time taken to dissolve and different mass, time taken to dissolve different mass and type of sugar, and the value is going to be in second. And the manipulated variables, they are the mass of sugar and type of sugar, they are in gram. And the constant variables, we have volume of solvent and the temperature of the solvent, and they are 250 millimeter and 30 degrees Celsius.
For objective, the main objective of the experiment are to investigate the time taken to dissolve the different amount of sugar in a constant volume of water, and to investigate the time taken to dissolve different type of sugar in a constant volume of water. So the material and methods that needed are the material, a cup, a spoon, two type of sugar, different amount of sugar, 30, 60, 90 for each type of sugar, a stopwatch, and the 250 ml of water. So for method, the material and apparatus needed are prepared. So second, cup of water which is filled with 250 ml of water. The water will be mixed with 30 gram of coarse sugar that has been weighted earlier. The mixture is stirred using a spoon at constant speed, and the time taken for sugar to dissolve in water is observed and recorded. The experiment is related by dissolving 60, 90 gram of coarse sugar and 30 gram, 60 gram, 90 gram of icing sugar into a new batch of 250 ml of water respectively. All steps above is repeated 4 times for every treatment. The result obtained is tabulated.
Next will be the project analysis. So this is the result for our experiment for icing sugar and coarse sugar at 30 gram, 60 gram and 90 gram with 4 treatments. This is the table of means where we get the marginal mean for the coarse sugar at 187.67, icing sugar 85.92, 30 gram 86.75, 60 gram 145.75, and 90 gram 177.87, and we gain the overall mean at 136.7917, and we get the two main effect, which is mass of sugar and type of sugar. So this is the interaction plot. This is the graph of mean time taken to dissolve different mass of icing and coarse sugar. So the red line will be the coarse sugar and the blue line will be the icing sugar. Based on the graph, there are interaction between these two different types of sugar in terms of dissolving rate at different mass. Next, 30 gram of sugar will take the shortest time to dissolve compared to 60 gram and followed by 90 gram. Thus, as the mass of sugar increase, the time taken to dissolve in water will decrease. Next, for the icing sugar has higher dissolving rate compared to coarse sugar due to the larger surface area that increase the contact with the solvent. Hence, the bigger surface area, the higher the rate of to dissolve in water.
So now I'm going to explain about the ANOVA test. So in these two-way factors, we have three null hypotheses to test for the ANOVA table. So first hypothesis is there are no factor type of sugar mean effect. Second is there are no factor mass of sugar mean effect. And third is that there are no interaction between two factors. So this is the ANOVA table that we tabulate, and from the tabulated table, you can see that the p-value, we compare when the p-value is larger than 0.5, the significant level that we fix, the null hypothesis is rejected. So as you can see for the first row, the source of variance type of sugar, the p-value is very small, which is smaller than 0.05. So we reject the first hypothesis. So therefore, the type of sugar is depend on the mass of sugar. And for the second hypothesis, it same goes to the second hypothesis because the p-value also very small, smaller than 0.05. So we reject the second hypothesis. So hence, mass of sugar is depend on type of sugar. For the third hypothesis, we also can see from the table, the p-value also very small and is smaller than 0.05. So we rejected the third hypothesis, which means there is interaction between these two factors. As for the conclusion, the increase of the amount of sugar will cause the time taken for the sugar to dissolve increase. Cause sugar take longer time than icing sugar because they have larger surface area. For the ANOVA table, the interaction plot and the interaction plot, they prove that the both factors have effect on the responding variable, and two factors are dependent on one another. For this one, the coarse sugar take longer time to dissolve in water than icing sugar is because they have smaller surface area. Sorry for the error. Thank you. That's all from us. Thank you. Nanti buka lah.